Oh, and actually it looks a lot darker through my glasses. I thought it was going to be creepy, but not really. It's like 4 o'clock. I've mowed 2 yards across the street already. They weren't really too bad, but I still took off quite a bit of grass. And put the flag on the front porch and installed a new bracket for that with some new screws. And this is the last project that needs to be done before summer Memorial Day weekend, which is tomorrow. So I'm gonna get it done, get that pump out there. Alright, so these boots officially suck. I'm throwing them out after I finish using them today. I probably got a gallon in the left one and a quart in the right one. Pieces of crap. Tried to fix them with Loctite before. It works for an hour, that's it. So I'm gonna have to get some new ones. Right now, waiting on Mom and Sister to get back from Walmart. They went over to buy duct tape. So that hose, it's not a hose, it's a pipe that runs all the way back to the woods from the 2 spigots on either side of the house for the pump to water the yard in the summer. Comes out of the dirt about 3 feet above the water, goes out over the water about 3 feet, makes a left turn and goes another 4 feet and then down into the top of the pump. So it comes out, it's supposed to go out to a stake, tie onto the stake, come over here a couple feet to the pump, and then the whole pump and the pipe ties into another stake. And I drilled those stakes in probably 2 feet down in the sediment years ago with probably a 5 or 10 pound sledgehammer, and they're gone now. When it floods back there, the water level can rise probably 6 or 8 feet, and it just takes that out. The water and, you know, sticks and logs and crap in the water just, it's hard to combat water. That's a pretty heavy force. So anyways, I went up in the attic, I got 2 more stakes. We've got tons of them up there, I don't know why. And I don't have a sledgehammer, so I used the heaviest hammer I had and just beat the crap out of them. So they're about 2 feet submerged now, so should last us through summer. But I don't have anything to affix the pump and the elbow where it turns to the stakes. So I'm just gonna use duct tape since it's temporary. I undo it every fall. And plenty of duct tape will hold fine through summer. So waiting on them to get back. According to the weather app, it's 59 degrees and mostly cloudy. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. I'm very comfortable, and it's partly cloudy, absolutely, but it is not mostly cloudy. It's a great day to be doing this work, and my battery light's flashing. So I'll save the rest of my power for when I'm back there. I'll show you the finished product, and then I'll probably, or I may not, do it today. But I usually drag the hoses out to the street, turn the water on, let it blow all the crap out of the pipes and the hoses, clean the sprinkler filters, and then the main line comes up right here, and then it splits in a T and goes all the way to the other side of the house. So I have that valve there to adjust, so I have 50-50 pressure, 50 here, percent here, and 50% on the other side. So I've got to play with that. I also have way more pressure at one end than the other. 2 more things today. This filter for the refrigerator said good for a while, and then it said order for 6 weeks. So we got a new one right there, and now it finally says replace. So I'm going to replace the refrigerator filter and get that done in about 2 minutes. And earlier today I put the flag up. Usually wait for Memorial Day to hook this thing up, and the bracket was totally rusted out, so I threw the bracket out, found a new one in the basement, got some new wood screws and installed that. So now we're patriotic. Perfect. Took 20 seconds. New filter. The old one weighs like 4 times as much as the old one. So that's out. Done. Alright, I'll be honest, it looks pretty honky. There's the pipe coming out of the ground to the elbow, the stake down into the dirt, mud. This is my 110 line original. I put in a 3-foot ear in there to make it work, 3-foot leg. And then here's my other stake. Comes down into the electrical connection for the pump. So I gotta go hook up the box in the garage now, drag those hoses out, flip it on, and make sure it all works. At least there's no stress on anything now. It comes out, it's straight, it doesn't bend. There's my elbow, another 90 degree down there. That should hold up for the summer.
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, we found the police, but more importantly, it's a Continental GT, right?
Yes, Bentley Continental. I don't know if it's a G. No, it's just
Continental. I don't think I've seen that one before.
Yeah, it's nice though.
Cool. We're just out cruising, seeing what cars we find.
That's right.
Guess what? It's late. It's 2:13. Actually, by definition, it's early. Alex was here. We ran over to Steak and Shake, and I ordered a large. I did not realize that it was pretty much a gallon of high C. So we're talking to Luke, talking to Ken. Supposedly the Timmy Fest video is up. So check that out on E39 Source. One last thing to do today before I pack up and get ready for tomorrow, because we're going to the pool. Hell yes. Finally, time for summer. I got to dig out my bag, which is right here, that I got when I graduated middle school. Still use that as my pool bag, and my towel, a gift from the Rolston family, which is right there. Spalding, the volleyball, is now in the trunk of the D328. And if I didn't tell you, I got a call from Dave Alder today, this morning. Parts are in the United States. They have to clear customs, so that's good news. That's great news. I should have the car back by the end of next week. So you can't see because of the cargo covered, but Spalding's in there. New volleyball from them also for Christmas. So friggin' rights, we got that. I just got to go up and get a bathing suit and probably a light change of clothes for tomorrow. And my sunglasses that I wear in the pool, because the chlorine's really bad for the iridium Oakley lenses, so I have a separate set that I use. Actually, the radars. So I'll dig those out. I have not worn those radars since I went to the pool last year. I never wore them this winter. In fact, they're right here. As long as they're in that case, we should be set. So tomorrow I'm getting up at 9, or I gotta be at grandparents' house at 9, so I'll get up at 8 something. Drive down there, do a couple light chores for them probably. Then we'll get some lunch, we'll hit up the pool, we'll do that for a while. Maybe get some dinner, come back here. Don't know what's going on tomorrow night. Sunday's today, hopefully we're gonna have some company. Into Monday will be a day, cool day, parade, lunch, pool. Love this time of year. I got all my work done, so that's great news. All right, that's gonna be it. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on Saturday. Good night.